Hello all, and welcome to the next video here in the Onion Man's rooftop two-headed cow caravan of treasure. Sometimes barter. The streak continues, because it always will. And this is the next issue of Tales from the Mailbag. So yeah, a few items here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes. 2 of them are not Big Bad Toy Store. The other 3 are, but it's not enough for me to really separate the videos, so I'm just going to put this in one. Shouldn't take too long to get through these. Of the 2 that are not Big Bad Toy Store, one of them is in a Big Bad Toy Store box, but it's actually from my buddy Cranky. He found some stuff at the Target near him. I told him I was looking for it. He picked it up for me, sent it my way, so yay. And that's where we're going to start. We're actually going to start with that box. So here it is. Again, not from Big Bad Toy Store. It's from Cranky. So there's a couple of things from Target currently I'm looking for, so I can kind of timestamp this video, I guess you could say. What's in here I won't count, but the big thing at Target right now that I'm probably looking out for is there's an exclusive Ultimate Bret Hart coming out. It's the all pink. Kind of looks like what is it, Royal Rumble 93 when he faces Razor Ramon and he's wearing the all pink. Which is actually the ringside autograph Bret Hart that was out a while back, an elite version of it. But I guess they're turning that into an ultimate, it looks like, and that's going to be Target exclusive. So that sucks that it's Target exclusive, but it looks awesome and I want it. But these were also Target exclusive, so one of these I didn't realize was actually the chase in the set, and that's why I ended up wanting it. Because I could still get it off Target's website, but there was no guarantee, I guess, I would get the chase. The first thing is the... Oh, here we go, yeah. Target exclusive Justice League Martian Manhunter. I like this a lot. It's a classic look. It's kind of got that comic book shading going to it, but I like it anyway. I like it anyways. I already have the Wonder Woman and Kyle Rayner from this set. And I think that's it. I think those are the only 3 I'm going to get. Manhunter, Kyle Rayner, Wonder Woman. I'm not really a fan of that look for Batman. The Flash one would probably be good, but the way they did the comic book like shading effect, like it makes most of his mask actually look black instead of red. I'm not a big fan of weird pirate Captain Hook Aquaman. I know they were trying to make him cool and awesome, and I don't think it ever really worked for him. And not a big fan of long-haired Superman when he came back. So only getting these 3, and I'll be on the lookout for some different Justice League ones to kind of complete a set. But yeah, glad to have Martian Manhunter. And the other Target exclusive is the new Legends Ken Shamrock, but in the blue. So the regular one is the green, which was kind of surprising because... usually when I think of Ken Shamrock in like his kind of better half of his run, I don't know. Yeah, I guess you could say the better parts of his run, or like the feud with The Rock where he wore like, it always seemed like he always wore red. I know there's a few matches where he wore black, but I always think of the red and black, and then I think of the blue and black, which is this one. The regular one is the green, which was, I always felt like he wore green kind of towards the end of his run, like when he was feuding with Jericho, kind of right there at the end of his run in like, like early, or late 99, early 2000, I think even? No. I think it would have been like late 99, right? When Jericho gets there, and Ken Shamrock has that weird kind of mini feud with him. I remember him wearing green in that, and I remember him wearing green in No Mercy, the N64 game, like best wrestling game ever. Ken Shamrock's one of the unlockable secret characters. I think he's in the shop. You can get him in the shop. But he wears his default attire is green in that too, which kind of fits that time period when you actually think about it. But I wanted this one. I wanted the blue. Like I said, I have the first Shamrock Elite where he has the robe and he's wearing the red and black and gold. That kind of reminds me of him feuding with the Nation and The Rock specifically. This reminds me of like his corporate run when he was actually Intercontinental Champion, and I think he wore blue when he won King of the Ring, When he was IC champ, he wore, like, when he was in the corporation, he always wore blue. And that's kind of what this reminded me of and why I wanted this one instead of green. We already have the AJ Styles from this set. I'm not going to be getting Dingo Warrior or Shawn Michaels. I know it says Ultimate Warrior, but it reminds me more of Dingo Warrior, so is what it is. I like it, though. I think it's a pretty good little updated Ken Shamrock Elite, and it'll be fun to open. Yeah, Ken Shamrock, kind of one of the underrated gems of the Attitude Era, in my opinion. World's Most Dangerous Man, MMA legend, all that jazz. But yeah, I like the blue instead of the green. So sorry for my rambling there. I just wanted to kind of explain why I chose the blue over the green one. I know people like the green one because No Mercy and all that, but I wanted the blue because it reminded me more of his corporate run. So you kind of get the red one, the first one, like as a babyface Ken Shamrock, and this one can kind of be your heel Ken Shamrock, which I think is pretty cool. Next box that is non-Big Bad Toy Store is this box. This is from Mattel, and I'm pretty sure I know what it is since it's from Mattel. If I'm not mistaken, this should be a Masters of the Universe figure. Is it? Yes, cool. So, easy enough, came right out. And it's in like its own little box. We've got apologies. I don't remember Homeboy's name. I bought the Sunman Rulers of the Sun. It was a Mattel online exclusive. I can't remember his name. I'm gonna have to open it so I can remember. It's a Space Sumo, is it? Is it Space Sumo? I thought Ninjor because I totally, like, I don't know, the ninja costume threw me off for a moment. I was like, wait, this isn't what I ordered, is it? Yeah, Space Sumo, okay. I got so confused. The box art, like, on this outer box, like, really confused me for a second. But there we go. We got Space Sumo. Yeah, cool. He was in a double pack, like a Target exclusive pack or something like that, which I thought was weird. But then they put him up solo for, it's a little more. I can't remember the price, but on Mattel's actual website. So I went in and picked him up. I love the Masters of the Universe Origins line. There's a couple I have not been able to get that I would like to find that I learned recently were also Mattel website. I'm the worst, like when it comes to website exclusives, Mattel is the worst one for me. I always have the worst time remembering to go and get those. Like I think I just by happenstance remembered that Hogan Terry Funk Ultimate 2-pack. So I was glad I saw Space Sumo when I did and was able to get them. I'm the same way with the Hasbro exclusives. Like I missed out on the Domino Cannonball Richter 3-pack or whatever, X-Force 3-pack. I also recently missed out on the Spider-Man 3-pack and the Daredevil 3-pack. So kind of hoping those go back in stock and I can get them. We'll see. So yeah. Cool though. I like when these exclusives come with like that kind of funny outer box. I like it. The Sergeant Slaughter one was like that for Hasbro. Now I'm moving on to the Big Bad Toy Store portion of this video. Yeah, I got 3 boxes from Big Bad Toy Store. Pretty sure I know what one of them is at least. One of these should be my Storm Collectibles Paul Phoenix from Tekken. We just got King in not that long ago, and now we got Paul to go with him. I don't think that's what this box is, although it might be. I don't know. Is it? Oh, it is. Good first guess, huh? Okay. Woohoo! There we go. Yeah. Paul Phoenix's hair always reminds me of that dude from the Slim Jim commercials that had the hair. Not obviously not Randy Savage, but after Randy Savage, they had that guy that had like Slim Jims for hair, and they stood up. Or you could go Kid and Play, I guess. But either way, Speaking of which, did you know there's Kid and Play Funkos? I'm legitimately thinking about buying them. Um, yeah, so Paul Phoenix. There we go. Looks pretty good. It's a classic kind of look for Paul. I like it. I like the red gi. Like I said, I prefer classic or more classic looks for a lot of fighting game characters. Paul's no different. I like it. It looks pretty good. I saw the trailers for Tekken 8. I'm not the biggest fan of his weird emo biker look they're going with right now. I know he's always kind of had a biker look as well with the leather jacket and everything, but this is kind of wild. But I like this design. I like the classic, just the classic design. And it kind of adds into more Tekken Storm collectibles for us, which we've had some really cool Mortal Kombat ones. There's been a ton of great Street Fighter ones. I'm glad Tekken's finally getting some love with these. So we got King and Paul now, so hopefully we can get some more to add to the collection. Okay, next one. We'll do this kind of... No, that's heavy. We'll do this... This one doesn't seem like it weighs much, so we'll do this one next. The last one's kind of heavy, and I'm trying to figure out what might be in there. So, yeah, here we go. Let's open this one up. And looks like we have... What is this one? This one... now I know why it was such a light box. Like, why it was like, whatever. We have the Black Series Retro Card Ewok, specifically Wicket. Do not expect me to get a bunch of Ewok Star Wars stuff. I mainly just got Wicket because I remember Wicket is Warwick Davis, and I love Warwick Davis. Willow is awesome. Haven't seen the Disney Plus show. I've heard really mixed things about it. Might give it a shot at some point, but I just haven't had the time to watch any kind of shows lately. But I wanted Wicket because, I don't know, I feel like Wicket's kind of the most recognizable and lovable of the Ewoks. So I got it. I got Wicket. You'll probably never see me open this or unbox it. I don't really unbox the Star Wars stuff I get because there's not like a lot of it. I get a lot of wrestling figures. I get a lot of comic book figures. And I get a lot of like deluxe collectible stuff like Premium DNA, Super 7, Storm collectibles. But Star Wars is one of the ones you won't see me get a lot of. I do have a couple of other Star Wars figures on pre-order right now, specifically from the Knights of the Old Republic set that's been kind of slowly releasing over time. But yeah, I just don't open a lot of Star Wars stuff, so I've never really felt compelled to film myself opening the Star Wars stuff that I get. And last box for this video. We got a big one, kind of a big one. It's definitely the heaviest one. It's even heavier than the Storm Collectible Paul box over there. So interested to see what's in here. I don't remember. A lot of times, if you watch any of these videos ever, I'll forget what I ordered. I have so much stuff on pre-order that kind of comes in over time. I'll just forget what I pre-ordered, and sometimes it'll be something I pre-ordered close to a year ago, and then sometimes it's something I pre-ordered just a month ago or something. And I get confirmation emails, but I've never had a problem with Big Bad Toy Store ever not coming through, so I don't really ever read them either. I just kind of delete them. I like the surprise. Oh, okay. Yeah, interesting. I forgot all. This is kind of one I did forget about a little bit. I picked up the Blob Marvel Legend figure. Try to get that all up there. There you go. Kind of a big, tall box. So yeah, I think Blob is kind of the last piece I needed for to kind of round out my Brotherhood, or I guess you could say X-Men bad guys. I was thinking more Brotherhood. I know Blob's not the most prominent member of the Brotherhood or anything, but I feel like he's there, you know, because I've got everybody. We've got Sabretooth, we've got Mystique, Toad. I picked up that new Toad, the classic one. I think that was in one of my previous mailbags. Obviously Magneto, Quicksilver, so on. Blob was kind of the only ones I needed. And it's funny because I almost went back and bought the Build-A-Figure Blob from previous Marvel Legends. I'm glad I didn't and this came out, because he's kind of a more expensive and rare one to find and put together. And finding him complete is like even worse sometimes. So kind of glad that we got a random ass re-release, a little update. I know Blob's not everybody's cup of tea, but I kind of wanted him and needed him to round out the Brotherhood. I'm always down for more X-Men villains. Which, speaking of which, kind of going with the mailbag, but not with the mailbag, I guess you could say. I have one more kind of surprise for everybody. This is something I got a few days ago as well. It came in around the same time some of these did, specifically the Blob one. I think they shipped out like day after the other. But when it got here, the box was the perfect size of a box I needed for something for work. And so I opened it. But I haven't opened the actual box, like what was in the box. The box was in the box. I know it's getting confusing on boxes here. But the last thing I kind of was going to show out was something that did come in the mailbag. But you won't see me opening in a box like this because I already took it out. I got the Strife pack, the X-Men Legends. I don't know if they gave this pack, oh, excuse me. I can't remember if they gave this group like a name. If it has like a name on it. I just know it's Strife, and some other people. Who is it? Like Strife. There's oh god, the guy with the cannon arm here. Like, I almost said random. I said variety. Yeah, you got him, Vertigo. I always forget this guy's name because I just think of Spot or whatever his name was. But let me see. It's on the side, right? Zero. There you go. This is one of those packs, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna try to get some of my money back on. The only reason I really bought this is because I wanted the Strife figure in it. The Marvel Legends Strife is kind of a pain in the ass to find, and this like updated one with still a classic comic book look looks really cool. So I'm gonna take Strife out of here, and I think I'm gonna sell the rest of them. I really don't give, I couldn't give one iota of a shit about the rest of these characters. But I wanted Strife, and I'm not even really a big Strife fan, but I do think he's kind of a classic X-Men villain that I wanted. So I'm gonna be keeping Strife and probably getting rid of the rest of these. So yeah, if you want a half-ass set without Strife, cool. But yeah, there we go. We got that. We got Blob. We got Little Wicket here. Martian Manhunter. Ken Shamrock over here in the back, Space Sumo, and of course, Paul Phoenix. So pretty cool little mailbag here. A lot of variety here. I don't know what I'll title this video. So cool stuff. Some of this will probably be really fun to open it. Some of it I'm just going to kind of really brisk through. Like, I doubt there's going to be a full unboxing video for that Strife pack up there. I think I'm just going to take it out. And I might review just Strife, like in a YouTube short, and then move on and try to get rid of the rest of these guys. But beyond that, that's it for this video. If you liked the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. You do not have to if you do not want to, but I always appreciate anybody who does. And that's going to be it for this video. I will catch you guys in whatever's next.